There are people out there whose entire personality is built on deception and manipulation. They'll use any means necessary to get what they want, all while wearing a mask of charm and charisma. But how do you defend yourself against an enemy that you can't even identify? In this video, we'll reveal the hidden language of manipulators so that you can spot them from a mile away. By understanding their tactics and verbal cues, you'll be able to protect yourself from falling into their traps and ensure that you never become a victim of their schemes again. So pay close attention and learn the secrets of body language manipulation so that you can stay one step ahead of the game. 1. They show no emotions. Ever encountered someone who just seems too perfect? Always calm, cool, and collected, no matter the situation. While most of us wear our emotions on our sleeves, some people seem unfazed by everything life throws at them. They remain stoic and impassive in the face of joy, sorrow, anger, or fear. At first glance, it might seem admirable to be so level-headed. However, this lack of emotional response can be a telltale sign of a manipulator. Think about it. Emotions are the key to understanding human behavior. They drive our actions and influence how we interact with others. But what happens when someone has no emotions? Manipulators have learned to suppress their emotions to the point where they no longer react like normal people. This allows them to keep their true intentions hidden and prevents others from reading their body language. By appearing unemotional, they become extremely difficult to read, which gives them the perfect cover for their manipulative schemes. It's important to note that not everyone who appears unemotional is necessarily a manipulator. Some people may have naturally lower levels of emotional expression or struggle to process their feelings. However, if you notice someone who seems abnormally detached and unmoved by events around them, it could be a red flag that they are hiding something. 2. They speak softly. Have you ever noticed how some people always seem to whisper? Even in the loudest of environments, they manage to maintain a soft-spoken tone that can easily go unnoticed. Now, don't get us wrong. Speaking softly isn't inherently bad. In fact, sometimes it's necessary and considerate. But when it becomes a pattern, especially when paired with other manipulative tactics, it can be cause for concern. When manipulators whisper constantly, they're not just trying to be heard. They're attempting to influence your emotions without drawing attention to themselves. A low-pitched voice triggers our amygdala, the part of our brain responsible for processing emotions. By speaking softly, they bypass our rational thought process and appeal directly to our emotions, making it easier to manipulate us. Additionally, whispering creates a sense of intimacy and trust, making their manipulative tactics even more effective. It's like having a secret shared between just the two of you. But remember, intimacy can be a manipulator's greatest weapon, and it often starts with a simple whisper. 3. They talk slowly. Ever encountered someone who takes their sweet time when talking? They emphasize certain words and drag out their sentences, almost as if they're savoring every moment of your reaction. Well, let us tell you, those drawn-out pauses and emphasized words are no accident. Manipulators have a knack for knowing exactly when to emphasize certain words to get under your skin. They understand the power of creating dramatic pauses in conversations. These moments of silence are carefully crafted to make you uncomfortable and encourage you to fill the void, often with whatever they want to hear. Why? Because it's all about control. By slowing down their speech and choosing their words very carefully, they gain a sense of control over the conversation and your emotions. They dictate the pace at which you receive information, keeping you on edge and eager for them to continue. It's like being on a roller coaster with no idea what twists and turns lie ahead. And just when you think it can't get any more intense, they pull another trick out of their sleeve. Remember, slow and steady doesn't always mean calm and collected. Sometimes it's a calculated move in someone's game of manipulation. 4. They touch you often. Have you ever been at a party or social event and found yourself cornered by someone who just won't stop touching you? They may compliment you, offer you a drink, or ask you to dance. And all the while, their hands are on your arm, shoulder, or even waste. If you feel uneasy but can't quite put your finger on why, it could be that the person is a manipulator using touch to gain control. Manipulators know that physical touch can be a powerful tool. It can create a sense of closeness and trust, making it easier to influence your emotions. However, when the touching becomes excessive or inappropriate, it crosses a line and becomes a form of manipulation. They may use touch to assert dominance, create discomfort, or make you feel trapped. For example, a manipulator might rest their hand on your shoulder during a conversation, subtly blocking your escape while maintaining eye contact. Or they might stroke your arm or play with your hair when you're sitting together, creating a sense of intimacy to disarm you. No. 5. They invade your personal space. Have you ever felt like someone was standing way too close? Like they were in your face, practically breathing down your neck? Well, if you've experienced this, you've probably felt a surge of irritation or maybe even fear. That's because the person invading your space was playing with one of their favorite manipulation tactics. See, personal space is a powerful psychological tool that we all rely on to feel comfortable and safe. It acts as a buffer between ourselves and the outside world, allowing us to control the level of interaction we have with others. But when someone invades our personal space, it throws off our equilibrium and can be a clear sign of manipulation. When they stand too close, it's their way of exerting dominance and control. By doing so, they create a sense of unease and pressure, making it harder for you to say no or stand up for yourself. It's like being trapped in a corner with no escape in sight. No. 6. They ask questions, but listen closely to the words they choose. Manipulators are like master puppeteers, pulling the strings and asking seemingly innocent questions to make you dance to their tune. They're experts at disguising their manipulative tactics and making you believe that you're in control. For example, they might say things like, "You wouldn't want to miss out on this opportunity, would you?" Or, "I'm only looking out for you." But behind their honey-coated words lies a sinister motive. They're subtly pressuring you to agree to their demands and make you feel guilty if you don't comply. But here's the catch. Their questions aren't just about getting information, it's about gaining power and control. They plant seeds of doubt and manipulate your emotions to get you to do what they want. It's like walking on a tightrope with no safety net. One wrong move and you could fall right into their trap. No. 7. They look down on you. Ever caught someone staring down at you as if you're beneath them? Well, guess what? They probably are. People who look down on others are often filled with arrogance and believe they're superior to everyone else. They might turn up their noses or wrinkle their faces in disgust when interacting with certain individuals, clearly showing their disdain. But why do they do this? Looking down on people makes them feel powerful and dominant. It's their way of asserting control and reminding others of their perceived superiority. But there's a darker side to this behavior. It can be a subtle form of manipulation, a way of making others feel inferior and bending them to their will. They might look down on someone to intimidate them or make them feel powerless. It's like being trapped in a game of chess with someone who knows all the moves and has already planned several moves ahead. Manipulators have a unique way of communicating that can be hard to decipher. They often send mixed signals and use tactics that are designed to confuse and control those around them. Understanding the signs of manipulation is crucial to protecting yourself and ensuring that you never fall prey to their schemes. Do you recognize any of these traits in the people you know? If so, what steps are you taking to protect yourself from their manipulation tactics? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and share this video if you found it helpful. Together, we can spot manipulators from a mile away and create a safer, more authentic world for ourselves and others.